They have the biggest testicles relative to body size of any male on the planet.
Hey everyone, Slayer here to introduce Nasty and Friends from BDC Studios, a podcast where two friends who met in the Army Reserves get together and talk about shit. One's a firefighter and the other has a funny laugh. So sit back, get rid of your kids, and hold on to your because it's about to get nasty, friends.
Welcome to Nasty and Friends with Pack Nasty and Spicy Motherfucking Brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nasty and Friends podcast. I'm the co-host, Spicy Motherfucking Brown, and I'm here with my main dude, Pack Nasty. What up?
How's it going, man? Glad to be back.
Shit, living the dream. Like I said, this is Nasty and Friends. This is QC6, our sixth quarantine call, and this is season 3. It's June. We're still in a quarantine. There's a lot of shit going on in the country right now. The world might be crumbling around us. But ladies and gentlemen, we are still here. We will be podcasting until the last day. So
we'll be closing the world down.
We'll be like the people playing the instruments on the Titanic.
Hell yeah, we're glad all you nasties are with us. You know, we know you guys are ride or die motherfuckers, and we appreciate every one of you. So we're in this together.
Yep.
And you've been hearing that saying a lot. You know, we're all in this together, no matter what side you fall on, like no matter what the issue is. But you know, we've been doing that since day one with you guys, and you know that's why we're here. You know, we know you call us heroes, and we appreciate it. We don't necessarily like that title, but you know, I'm glad we're in it.
If the shoe fits, you know.
Yeah. So how the hell you been, man? It's been a little bit.
Yeah, dude, I'm good, man. I had to get a little time in isolation. We had a scare at work.
Oh shit, really?
Yep, but I'm back. I'm back now. I was released into the wilderness again today.
Oh hell yeah!
So I actually ran, and I'll get into that. But yeah, we ran some errands. We went to John's Grecian Delight.
Oh fuck yeah, man! Fantastic place.
Yep. They're still doing good.
Good. I'm glad to see that business. I mean, because I'm sure like it's really easy for them just to switch to takeout. Because don't they like already do a lot of takeout anyway?
I think so, man.
Okay.
That's a crazy restaurant just because they've been open for 35 years and they don't have commercials. They're in the inside of a mall that no longer operates as a mall.
Right.
So for them to still, and I don't even think there's a sign outside the mall. And they just go like word of mouth and people know about it. So there's always people there and they survived the last few months and they said business is good. So I said, that's fucking awesome.
Dude, that's great to hear. That's great to hear.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's one of those places, you know, you got to try to support. So we've been doing that the last few months. We've been going out now, you know, like the lunches and stuff every now and then. But the last few months, we at least once a week we'd get takeout from somewhere to try to support these local businesses. I'm glad they survived.
Hell yeah, man. That's always good, especially if, like I said, just like a small business like that can definitely weather the storm. And like I said, I think like when you took me there, I felt like it just seemed like a lot of people were coming in and just already getting takeout. So I figured they'd probably do pretty well. Yeah,
I think so. I think people that know about it spread the word and they go probably often. But yeah, I've been open for a while, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to get into food shit because this is a cooking show. So you sent that message or KMS pulled you up on Snapchat, and then I replied to you. How are the fish tacos?
Oh man, they were fucking wonderful, dude. They turned out perfect. So it was the bass from what I told you, I think last time we podcasted.
Shit. Yeah.
So we did that. Yeah, we fried it up. We put a little bit of soul sauce on it first, and then we used Louisiana like fish batter, just the plain. Like I know they have like a bunch of different ones, like one with lime or lemon and stuff like that. But yeah, nope, just did it straight, and then had some hard shelled and soft shell tacos. The salsa that we used, J-Pack just made up, just with stuff that we had in the kitchen. So it was like avocado, onions, garlic, grape tomatoes that were like quartered. And then like a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, a little bit of cumin, and it like that is what just sold the tacos, man. It turned out like fantastic. She took a bite. She's like, "Man, this turned out good. Damn, this is like really good." It's like one of those things, like it just gets better and better the longer, like, you just like let it just sit in your mouth. And I took a bite and I was like, this is fucking fantastic. So, yeah, that on top of like the fried fish, a little bit of lettuce, a little bit of cheese, and then some soul sauce just to top it off. And man, I ate like way too much without that. I didn't give a shit. We ate all the fish, like all the hard shell tacos. Yeah, man, we went to town tonight, and I told her at the table today, I was like, that's probably top meal of 2020.
Oh,
like,
dude,
that's how fucking great it was, man.
Shouts out JPEGs, dude.
Yeah. What about you? What about you guys?
Oh, we just kept it classic. We grilled some burgers. So we did corn on the cob, and then we just did some Well, yeah, and it makes me wonder, man. Like since everything kind of went to lockdown mode in March, since then, how people probably stepped up their cooking game,
Oh, I'm sure, like everybody.
Big time,
I know a lot of people have, because I mean, like, what else are you gonna do? You can't. I mean, I know you want to try to like support the local businesses and pizza and stuff, and you could do that. But I mean, that's what we've done. We our takeout actually went like way down, like since this stuff. I mean, we do pretty good about cooking anyway.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, we just like all these different like meals that we're trying. Like, oh, let's try this, and like so I've been getting into cooking a lot, so it's been fun, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I mean, we cook most of the time. It's rare that we go out, but yeah, even less now. So we're constantly cooking, and we just got a Ninja Foodie.
Okay.
So I've been fucking around with that, and so far I love it, man.
Really? What's your favorite thing about it?
It's pretty versatile, dude. So this one, Camus wanted a fucking crock pot for her birthday. And I was like, well, that's fucking boring, but I could get into that, So I started looking at crock pots, and I started looking at Instapots.
Oh, dude, that's where it's at. I'm telling you, man.
And then I found the Ninja Foodie.
Which is like a pressure cooker, right?
Yeah.
Is it their version of it?
Yeah, I think so. So it's a 9-in-1, I think. So then I went to work, and I was talking to the dudes at work, and two of the dudes were like, we swear by the Ninja Foodie. It's fucking incredible. They said that's the way to go. So with this thing, it does 9 things. So it's a slow cooker, it's a pressure cooker. You could saute. That's like 4 things. And then on top of that, but then it's a air fryer.
Oh, nice. See, because we don't have an air fryer, and we were talking about it. But we just don't know where we would put it in our kitchen. But they do make a lid that turns your Instapot into an air fryer.
Okay.
And so we have the biggest Instapot you could do. So the lid for that for us is I think it's like $150, $180 or something. It's like quite, it's like way more expensive than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And so, but I just found out, it was like last week, I didn't even know they made like that kind of lid to turn it into an air fryer.
Okay. Yeah, so my Ninja Foodie, it has a lid for pressure, and it's got a lid for air frying.
Perfect.
So I was like, okay, well, what's so good about it? And my other buddy said he wants one. He said he has an air fryer, they got an Instapot, they got a crock pot, and he's like, and all of them take so much. Like, this thing is fucking massive. You know what I mean? But it's all those things in one, and we got a drawer that it fits in.
Oh,
but so I guess, yeah. So it pressure cooks like 7 times. It cooks 7 times faster than a normal like oven or whatever with the pressure in it. So, and then from there, so I did a whole chicken. Maybe a week ago. And then so I pressure cooked the chicken, and I want to say it was like 20 minutes. Then I drained it, and I put the air fryer on it, and then I crisped it for 10 minutes to get the skin brown. And it was fucking perfect, dude. It was juicy. It was fucking perfect. So, but I've cooked Italian sausage in it. Today I just did the corn. I air fried the corn in there.
Oh, how'd that turn out?
Oh, good, man. That was the second time I've done that.
Was it popcorn?
Yeah. Turned into popcorn. We had butter and salt on standby, so we were, Smart. So I cooked the bacon on my pellet grill, which I've been doing, and then I cooked the burgers on the pellet grill, and then we did the fries in the oven, and then we put the corn in the air fryer, and it's nice, man. Crunchy, it's juicy. You don't have to for 30 minutes.
Dude, yeah, that's just a pressure cooker. Like, if nobody owns one, I know we've talked about this a ton before, but definitely invest in one. It's perfect. Even if it's just like, I mean, there's a million recipes out there for them, but it's also, even if you don't have time to like just cook chicken, like you could just do it like really quick and have it. Like, sometimes JPEGs will do that, like cook the chicken and then freeze it for later or whatever for like other meals, because it just doesn't take long at all.
Right. Yeah, and I guess you could cook stuff that's frozen. And then you don't even have to thaw it out. Like, I haven't done much. I've only cooked on it a few times. So far, I'm loving it, man.
Yeah, I did see it. We were walking. We were at the store the other day, and we were walking through, and I had just walked through that aisle just to look at air fryers, just because like it's been pretty interested in them a lot lately. And that's where I saw the Ninja Foodie, and I had never even heard of it. And I noticed it was like the all-in-one. I just didn't know like if you had like one specific thing that you like the best on it yet. And it sounds like you haven't had it too terribly long. But
yeah, I haven't. I haven't sautéed anything in it. There's different attachment that comes in there, like a crisp basket, and there's like a sauté pan, and there's other stuff. I haven't fucked around with it enough, but so far, I'm loving it, man. I like the air fryer is cool to me, and I want to try wings. I mean, you could. Like it came with the recipe book.
Yeah.
And also it's also a steamer. It has a rack where you could steam shit in there. So like veggies or bullshit like that. But a lot of the recipes are like, we'll pressure cook it for this long and then air fry it to get it crisp. And so I plan on using that quite a bit, like I did with the whole chicken. But yeah, dude, I'm excited about it. You know me, I like to cook and I like to fuck around. So
yeah, that's great. That's fucking hilarious, and it makes me laugh so much because you said that's what Camus wanted for her birthday. JPEG's birthday is in July, and she was like online, like just scrolling through, and she saw an ad for like a Keurig coffee machine. Oh yeah, but it's just like, and we've had one, and we had it for probably like 7 years. I feel like around that long, and so like we didn't need to upgrade, but we could, if we wanted. And she was looking at it, but this Keurig is just like a regular K-cup one, but it's also like a latte and cappuccino machine. So you could like make your own. And she like loves that stuff, and I mean I do as well. I don't know like how much like you enjoy coffee, if it's just like coffee, or if you ever go and get like lattes and cappuccinos at all. No. But she does like often, and I do every once in a while. And I'm telling you, it's the single best thing that we bought. Like, I loved it so much, I talked the Degenerate into getting one. So they got one like just the other day. Yeah, man, it's great. You do like all different types of flavors, and it has a machine where it like frosts the milk and stuff, and gets all the foam all like in it. It's fantastic. So highly suggested.
Yeah, and I know you like foam.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought it up, because I meant to ask you, and I forgot about it. But yeah, I saw your post the other day when you had switched your coffee makers, and you still had the counter going. But yeah, I meant to ask you. Yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude. Yeah. I'm pretty boring with coffee, man. We have just a normal coffee, a Cuisinart, just a normal coffee maker. Mm-hmm. And I just do straight black coffee. We do Folgers. I just do straight coffee. Camus does a bunch of different like creamers and shit like that.
Right. Well, that's because you're a man. That's why you just drink it straight black. And I mean, don't get it twisted. Like, I love just a good straight cup of coffee with like either a little bit of sugar or a little bit of creamer. Like, that's like I absolutely would, if I had to choose one or the other, drink that or like latte for the rest of my life. For sure, just a cup of coffee. But it's just nice to have that option, because it's been like so fucking hot lately in the 90s, the machine does where you can make them cold, like iced coffee. Oh shit! And so you can make like iced lattes and stuff. So like we've been doing that like during the like late afternoon and stuff. It's been just fucking wonderful.
Yeah, and I went for a long time. I didn't drink coffee, and then I was drinking coffee at work. I would drink it in the morning, and then in the afternoon if I took a nap after. And then I found out it fucks up with my sleep. I think. Oh really? Because it'd be like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I drink coffee, and I think it would fuck with my sleep a little bit, even more than my sleep's already fucked up.
Right. So I usually have like 2 cups a day. I have one in the morning, and then I'll have one like around 3 or so, and it never bothers me. And I could probably even have one at 5, and I could definitely tell it keeps me up a little bit later than normal, but not enough to like hours or like anything weird like that. Yeah. So I just drink coffee in the morning now, and now if I'm at home or at work, I just drink coffee, and I don't ever put sugar or anything in it. So I just drink it like it is. If I started putting creamer in it, I think I would be like, oh, this is, because it's way fucking better
But then I would want that all the time. I just drink the coffee black, and then
Right.
it's just what it is.
That's
to
probably
me.
the smart way to go for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I had to start drinking coffee. Like, I did not like it, and I like started like probably in like my early to mid 20s. Like, started drinking coffee, and I would have to just like load it down with sugar and creamer and all that, and then just slowly back it off. And now, I mean, even if it's just like a teaspoon of like creamer like that, I just enough to take the edge off of it for me.
Okay.
For my taste palette, if you will.
You ever put liquor in it?
Oh yeah, Bailey's, dude. Bailey's and coffee is the best. I mean, it's Irish cream.
Hell yeah, dude.
So yeah, especially like on vacation, man, waking up and putting a little Bailey's and coffee is the best. Or, you know, what I like to call a Monday.
Yeah, I haven't done. The last time I put liquor in coffee was when I was at your place, and I had that Mexican moonshine.
Oh yeah.
We fucking did the podcast, Sunday morning podcast, and I just remember.
I totally
just
fucking
sweating,
forgot
dude.
you did that. Oh,
Me too.
yeah.
So, and I was just sweating because that shit. I don't think you're supposed to drink it, man. I think it's like
I still have
toxic.
some. I still have some in the skull. The old vodka, like old glass.
Great.
Yeah. I still have like a good, like, I think a decent amount of it.
Shit, dude. Well, I'll take a shot with you next time I'm in town, man.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to, but I'll fucking do that.
Right. Yeah, straight jet fuel.
Yeah, that stuff is toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so dude, I wanted to get into the scare we had at work.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't think you know. Am I breaking up, or can you hear me okay?
It's not a lot, but you're coming through a lot better. So.
Okay. All right. So last set at work, we were busy as shit, just because it's summertime, and then summertime in the city. I mean, it's just girls, titties. You know how it is. You know.
Oh yeah, shit gets weird.
Shit gets weird. So we were just really busy at work, and it was hitting 95, 94, 96.
Yeah, it's June.
June. Yeah, we're not ready for it. So we just been, busier than usual, all day, all night. Not getting a lot of sleep. Trying to rest at home. So then I got off work Saturday morning, and just like I was doing all week, come home exhausted, take a nap, work hours, wake up, do what I got to do for the day, relax some, get stuff done, and then go to sleep at night, go back to work, and then just a cycle. And then, so Sunday night, we were going out to the ranch was the plan. And so Saturday, relaxed, felt like shit, just real tired. And then in the work group chat that night, people are like, I feel like shit. Oh, I feel like shit too. But you're like, well, yeah, no shit. I mean, we haven't been sleeping, and it's been hot. We've been busy.
Right, been together, yeah. I mean, which is normally how you would react to it.
Right.
Probably just not even thinking, for sure.
Yeah, the first usually going from, we do 5 days, 5 24-hour shifts. Usually the fourth day going into the fifth day is like my worst, everybody's worst day. You're like in zombie mode, and you're like, okay, I got 1 day left. I'll get through it, and then whatever. And then, your first day off, you get off 7 o'clock in the morning, and that first day, it's catching up, but you're on your days off now. So I felt like shit all day. I knew the next day we were taking the 5-hour trip out to the ranch. Sunday, same thing. I feel like shit.
Oh.
So guys are like, dude, I feel like shit too. One of my buddies said he thinks he had the Rona, and he was going to get tested. And then 2 other guys were like, well, shit, I got a fever. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I felt like shit too.
Oh, man.
But I had no fever. And I'm like, do we not go to the ranch? You know what I mean? We haven't seen Camus's folks since Christmas time. And I'm like, I have no symptoms. Fuck it, let's go,
Okay.
We go to the ranch, get there Sunday. Monday, we go down to Niobrara.
And how are you feeling?
I felt good. I felt tired, but that was it. I just felt more tired than usual, but no sore throat, difficulty breathing. Okay. One of my buddies said he lost his sense of taste and smell. And I guess that's a pretty big warning sign for the Rona.
Yep, sure is.
so I'm like, well, shit. So I feel good that day. We canoe and kayak down the river.
Shout out Niobrara. I fucking love that
Niobrara.
place, man. I floated down there many years. It's one of the best times every time I go.
Yeah, we stopped at Smith Falls to the waterfall. We stopped at a couple places and get back to the ranch. We grill steaks. We're hanging out. The next day, we were gonna. And we fucked with some of the cows. And so they're calving right
cows?
Now. Nope, not on purpose.
Oh,
but we the cows they're calving right now, so they're getting like 5 a day. And there's some coyotes out. They've been getting for a while. I think every day they've been getting at least one. So me and the boys were going to go out.
Coyotes are ruthless, man.
Oh yeah, dude. So we were going to try to get some coyotes the next day. We were going to help around the ranch the next day, and we were going to do a bunch of stuff. So I woke up Tuesday morning, and I had 23 missed text messages from the group chat.
Oh my God, that's not good.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, this isn't good. And then so one of the guys said, I tested positive for COVID.
Oh shit.
And I was like, well, that's not good, you know.
Right. But I mean, at this point, sorry to keep interrupted, but
no, you're fine, dude.
At this point, like, because of like where your station's at, the people that you come in contact with, I mean, it's gonna be a good possibility that somebody for sure is probably gonna get it, you know.
Right. So I assumed early on, I knew I was going to get the coronavirus, right?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't got it yet. I'm sure that I'm going to get it. I thought that I would have had it by now. If I would have, I gamble.
Right.
I like to gamble. If you would have bet me in March, if I would have had the coronavirus by now, I would have 100%. Let's do it. So about a month ago, some people got tested for the Rona, and then most everybody else, or some did both, but got tested for antibodies. And I thought for sure if you'd asked me to bet Pags, I would have said I have antibodies for it, either from COVID-19 or SARS or some other shit or something the Army injected me with before I went overseas. I thought for sure I would have had antibodies to that. I came back with negative to antibodies.
You have antibodies for COVID-19. It says you've had them for 20 years.
Yeah. So one dude out of the 10 of us tested positive that he had antibodies, but he tested negative that he had the coronavirus. This is a month ago. The dude that tested positive for antibodies was the first dude out of our group that tested positive for the coronavirus.
Oh, no.
So we're like, he thought he was immune. So now that UNMC is like, as soon as you get out of quarantine, we want to do some tests on you. I think he's the only one in our city who has tested positive for antibodies and then later got the Rona, which they didn't think that could happen.
Dude, yeah, nobody knows what's going on with it.
Right.
It's just so hard to tell.
So I think that morning is Tuesday morning. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 people now are saying they tested positive. So I'm like, well, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Candace's folks are older. And I'm like, I'm already thinking of like doing a press release for fucking her whole family. And like, they live on a 3,000 acre ranch. They quarantine all the time. And like I just, the fucking one weekend I go there in 6 months, I bring them the fucking virus. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, they've been quarantined since the 60s. And you just show up, sneeze, and take out the whole family.
Yeah, and then, I mean, we're on the bus with the dude with the fucking, Cody was his name. We're on the bus with him. He's driving us with all the fucking kayaks and the canoes. I'm like, he's going to get it. And every single person that flows down the river is going to get it. I'm like, this whole area out there is going to be an outbreak because of me.
Yeah, and we're supposed to be like still staying quarantined. We're still in the pandemic. You're like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, right. I don't think I hugged their parents, and I mean, and we're outside on the river. I'm like, this is, it's okay. And
right.
So then my coworkers are like, okay, I'm positive. I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here. So I'm looking for a rental car place because we got the boys with us, and there's no rental car place for 115 miles.
Right, you're bumfuck Nebraska.
Yeah. So I tell Camus, I'm like, and she's like, let's just go. We'll pack up. We'll do laundry on the way out. We'll clean on the way out. We'll just fucking go. So it sucks, you know. We leave vacation early. We drove 5 hours and stayed for like, I don't know, 36 hours or some shit, and then drove 5 hours back.
At least got to see your parents before you killed them.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Got to say our final goodbye. So I'm looking for a place to get tested on the way back. I end up going through CHI, and I said, as long as you can get here by 4:15, we'll test you today. At this point, I was 90% sure I had it, just because I hadn't been feeling well. And then as the day went on, more and more people are like, yep, my test came back positive. So I'm keeping...
plus the fatigue. I mean, like, you know your body. Like, you've been, you know,
right.
I'm sure in tune with your body since you've been born. So, like, you know, I'm a little bit more fatigued, and that would have been my first thought, you know. But without the cough and stuff, you know, just, well, maybe if I do have it, then, you know, my immune system is going to beat that bitch Rona down, you know, or just looks, turns and walks away, you know. So I for sure would have thought, yeah, you had it as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Saturday made sense because of the work set, but by Sunday, I should have been feeling better by now. And then, so it turns out, so I get my test. They do a full physical, not a full physical, but they check vitals, listen to lung sounds, check ear, nose, all that shit. We
cradle
talk.
Your balls.
Cradle my nuts, which you got to pay more for that, but it's worth it. You know what I mean? You got special training on how to caress nuts. It's not like a civilian doing that shit.
Right.
Or nurses.
Yeah, PhDs and that stuff.
Yeah. So I think at this time, I know it's like 4 positive, 1 negative, and then like 4 possible people left, whatever the numbers were, out of 10.
Yeah, right.
So I tell them the deal. They're like, and then it was a physician's assistant. She was cool as shit, you know.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I figured I would have had this shit too. I'm surprised I don't have it by now. I told her about my buddy with the antibodies. She's like, well, what does that mean? And I was like, you tell me, you're the doctor. She's like, what are you even doing? And I was like, I know. I said, if you have antibodies, that means you can't get shit. How do you get that shit? Or was it wrong? Or did they mess up the blood? Because it's a blood draw for that.
Yeah.
So then she's talking about, she asking what firehouse I'm from. And she's like, oh, I've been there, you know. And I'm telling her, I'm like, listen, there's so far at this point, it ended up being 5 people out of the 10 of us tested positive for Rona.
Shit.
And then 4 negative, and then 1 is still undetermined. But 3 of us are having symptoms. So that tested negative. So that's what I know now. But you know, 3 days ago, I'm like,
so you don't have it.
Allegedly, I don't have it. That's what the test said.
Yeah, so the test says you don't have it, but you have like all the symptoms.
Yeah, you could tell my throat. Like I don't have a fever, but my throat doesn't. I don't feel good. I still don't feel good.
Maybe it's just like a weird, just random like spring, summer cold.
And I've been having allergies. I've been having allergies, dude. Right. But I know I've been having allergies. I don't know, you know. So anyway, I'm talking to the PA, and she's cool. She's like, you know, I've been to your firehouse. She said I did ride time. And I was like, when was it? She's like, oh, back in like 98 or something. And I said, the station hasn't changed. I said, we have the oldest station. Out of the 25 firehouses, it's the oldest one in the city. I said, we all sleep in the same room. I'm like, if everybody else has it, I know. I said, I have it. I said, there's no way we sleep in the same room. We're together 24 hours a day. We're eating, you know, at a small kitchen table. I said, I know I got that shit. So she's like, well, good luck. And I said, I'm going to be fine, you know. She's like, good luck. The next day,
were you ever like at any point during this, like were you like really scared that you thought like it might go bad or that you had it? Or were you like, I mean, because I'm assuming since you thought you already had it, you were just like cool with it, right?
Yeah, I figured I would have had it already. So then when I'm like, okay, I finally got it. I thought it would be sooner, but I have it. If it was just me, I would have been happy. Because then I had it. I don't have to worry about it for like when my daughter comes into town, or I don't have to worry, you know, hopefully if I catch it, I get antibodies and I can't get it again.
Right.
Well, I was worried because I was exposed to Camus's folks, to Camus, to the boys, and then whoever else we made runs on. We don't know if it was the first day, the 5th day. I could have been infecting old ladies with the shit, even though I have protective gear on.
Right.
So that's what I'm thinking about. And then I'm like, now we're going to have to quarantine for 14 days. If Camus has it too, she couldn't get tested till the next day. I'm like, she has it too. We're both stuck at home. gonna have to grocery deliveries, and I'm like, this fucking sucks. So next day, my test comes back negative. The hospital tells me to isolate for 10 days, and I was like, okay. So I called the chief in charge of health and wellness. I'm like, well, we have COVID hours, so it doesn't come out of your annual leave or your sick leave. It's like federal grant money or federal money,
great.
whatever.
That's great for you guys. So
you could take that, but you could go back to work if you want to. And I said, well, they told me to isolate for 10 days. This lady tells me we're not going by the CDC standards just because if we do, we're going to be short on staffing.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, because obviously the city has to stay staffed with firefighters. So
right, but there's enough. Yeah, but there's enough people on the callback list that they're really just worried about money. I mean, there's hundreds of people on the callback list that if they get called in, they get paid time and a half. They want to get called back.
Okay.
So it's more like a money thing. So I call my captain. I call somebody from the union. I'm like, what do you, how should I do this? And then they said, well, it's up to you. So I took yesterday off. I took 24 hours off, and because I still have some symptoms. I still have some symptoms now. I think it's more allergies. I just don't feel right. So it turns out of the 10 of us that work last set, 5 tested positive. They're gone the whole set. They're taking leave. Yeah. One buddy tested negative. My captain did. He tested negative, but he's the sickest one of all of us. He's sure he has it. He's been quarantining since last Saturday. And another buddy of mine has symptoms, and then 2 of the people that tested negative don't have any symptoms, and they worked yesterday. So out of the normal 10 of us at the firehouse, there was 2 that were on vacation time last week.
Yeah.
That are there, and then 2 that tested negative. So it's just a bunch of callback and fuckers who aren't normally at our station.
Man, that shit's crazy. I mean, that's great that you don't have it, but it's almost like at this point, like, instead of just waiting this whole time, like, is it today I'm going to get it? Is it today? It'd just be kind of nice to have it. And just, I don't know how it works if you can catch it again, but it'd be great, if you could just shake it off like a lot of people too. So
yeah. But your question, so I wasn't worried, about me getting sick or anything like that. It could for sure happen. But I even told the boys, I said, hey, look, well, on the way home, I'm like, there's only a 4% chance we're going to die from this. And the younger one said, well, I'll take those odds all day.
Right. Yeah. You are a betting man. So
yeah, I am a bet man. I'll bet that. So, so then the next day, Camus, her test came back. It came back negative. So that made me feel better. But she doesn't feel that good either. And I don't know if she gets allergies. So I don't know. My plan is, as long as I'm feeling good in the morning, I'm going to go to work, and we're returning to kicking ass, slitting throats, and eating puss. But that's the plan, man.
Dude, that's a crazy ass story. Well, I'm glad that you're okay. Hopefully, everybody at your station's going to be okay who have it.
Yeah.
And stuff, and that's great, especially because I know you're super worried about Cam's parents.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fucking crazy, man.
Fucking Rona, this shit's real. I know people think it's done because shit's open. Keep wearing a mask and keep fucking trying to be responsible.
Yeah, I do. I decided a long while ago. Anytime I go to any store, regardless where it is, I put a mask on. Like,
I do too.
Can get masks, and we have 2 N95 masks. I don't wear those. I just wear like a surgical mask.
Okay.
Because like J-Pax can get them from work, so she bring one. And one will last me like forever. So
yeah.
But yeah, just keep it in my car, and I know, like, I went and got my hair cut the other day, and they require a mask to be on at all times when you're in there. Even if, just to step into the building and don't take it off until you get out. So even if you're not getting a haircut, everybody has it, and they're doing, really good about disinfecting and stuff. So, but it's good that stuff's starting to open back up, and if, people just try to protect yourself as much as possible, maybe we can stall this out until they can become a vaccine or something.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Yeah, I think it's just trying to be responsible, but yeah, the shit's out there for sure. Our last set, and where we work at, we have 3 meat packing plants just in our fire territory.
Holy shit!
So I mean, one day we picked up like 7 people with the Rona. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's all over down there, and it's still out there. So
Yeah, man, that shit's crazy, and it sucks because we were seriously talking about trying to get a podcast weekend together, and we just got to see how it plays out. But man, at least we do these quarantine calls. At least there's that.
I know, man. we gotta do it for the people, dude.
Yeah.
So last set, like I said, we have our normal calls, and then we have our COVID calls, and then we had protests, and then for a couple days where I live, it started to get pretty rowdy, and so we're worried about that too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't respond to anything associated with a riot last set, which I was really happy about.
Yeah, that's great.
The one day so there was a shooting in my city. I know you heard about it.
Yeah.
And the day they did a press conference, we were working, and it was busy all fucking day. And then so somebody leaves work, I jump up in the captain's seat,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, well, it's fucking. I think it was Friday it was a Friday, I think. It's 95 degrees. The city's on the verge of collapsing just because of the tension in the air between the protests and the police. And then this press conference, I kept hearing it's going to be bad. Like if people are letting people go home from work, the curfew's in effect. The city, you could just feel the tension,
Yeah, I mean, like I do because I even texted you that day and told you to be safe. We hadn't been talking. Like, man, I hope you're staying safe out there, man. Shit's going to get weird. Like, I could feel it, like, from where I was. Just obviously have, like, a lot of friends and stuff up in that area, so following along, and you could just, like, I try to keep up with the news up in that area, and it's insane.
It was really tense, and it was scary, man. So that morning, before I jump in the captain's seat, and I'm like, great, this whole city might burn down tonight, and now I got to be the truck captain. And I just told the guys, like, we're going to do what we usually do. If we roll into a fire, this is what we're going to do. We'll do a 360. You guys set up ventilation. Me and my partner, we're going to go in and search. And then, so if we get in any riot situations, because most of those, there's a lot of military guys on the job. So, but I think the guys on my crew, I don't think any of them were. I said, tear gas sucks. Honestly, it's developed to make you, feel pain. So get ready to mask up quick. And if we get in any combat situations, we're going to get back to back Ninja Turtle style, and we will get out of it.
Yeah, and that's great that you have the mask already, like, on you, and the air and all of that if you need to. So that's a real nice plus to have in your back pocket for sure.
If we got to pack up, we're going to pack up, and we're going to fucking be able to breathe. So that morning, we were just talking about, like, right away in the morning, like, what the fuck is going on? It's a country without a leader, it seems like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like chaos. Like, I just wanted the president to just say anything human and just be like, hey, listen, it's a tough time for everybody between the coronavirus and then protests and everybody. It's just, no, we're going to be okay. This is America. We're going to be fine. We're going to get through this. We're going to come back stronger. Just say anything. Like, hey, we're going to be okay. Just say that. We're going to be okay. He doesn't say anything. He's in a bunker.
I remember thinking at one point, and I'm not a big political guy, as we said a million times on here, but I specifically remember thinking at one point, why haven't we heard from the president? Like, it's just weird. Like, I just felt like that just was super weird. Like, it's something. I mean, even if you get up there and say your normal douchey shit.
Right. But it's like, if every city, every state in America is protesting, and a lot of them are getting violent that weekend, just get on there and say something. Just say, hey, we're going to be okay. You don't have to say you agree with anything. You don't have to take any. Just say, hey, it's going to be all right. We're going to be fine. Everybody, just know we're going to get through this. It doesn't say a fucking word. And when he says, I was so fucking pissed. So anyway, that morning we're talking about how it's the end of time. And then this was that text I sent you about welcome. It's you survived the end of May. Welcome to Jumanji Level 6.
Yeah,
it was right around there. So then we're like, yeah, right. Between Kobe and the coronavirus and now world, and then like the whole world is protesting this. My cousin was like, hey, we're protesting in Germany. And I said, that's incredible. I said, I love that. That's beautiful. She said, they're lazy, so there's not the violence that we have here. But She said the whole world is protesting this, which is incredible to me. I thought it was so beautiful. Now that most of the violence is over, I think it's such a beautiful thing that everybody's coming together.
Agreed.
Most people are coming. Most people. I've been seeing videos of people in London and Amsterdam and Germany. It's beautiful to me. But at this time, with the tension, with even in my city, the police are in riot gear. They're lobbing tear gas, they're lobbing pepper balls. We don't know what's going to happen. So anyway, back to the story. So that morning, we're like, okay, Jumanji level 6, what now? And then somebody brought up Sharknadoes and then alligators. Yeah. And I said, listen, I don't like sharks and I don't like alligators. I'm unfamiliar with them. I said, where I live, we do possums, raccoons, squirrels. I know like their habits. I know what to expect. I said, I'm never around sharks or alligators, crocodiles. I don't like it.
Yeah, and they've been here for millions of years. So
yeah.
You don't fuck with shit like that.
I don't fuck with that. So maybe 2.5 hours later, get an automatic fire detection call in the zoo, right?
You're fucking kidding me. Oh, you shouldn't have said it out loud. You upset the simulation, man.
I know. So
what was your thought when you heard the call where it was?
No, so we go there. We go there quite a bit because it's in our territory. So our truck company goes with another engine that's closer.
Okay, so it's at least a normal thing.
It's a normal, not normal, but every few months we probably go
right.
there. So it was open, but only the outdoor stuff was open. The fire alarm was in the desert dome. So we get to the desert dome. It's always tough to get to. We get security escorts us. So the engine crew is like, we're going to check upstairs if you guys don't mind checking the basement. Well, I don't know if you've ever been to the Desert Dome and you know what's in the basement.
I have, but it's been a long time.
It's the fucking kingdom of the night.
Oh, that's right.
So we get down there. It's just me and my partner, Andy. He's my captain. We're the inside crew, and the other half of the truck does ventilation and shit. In the whole basement, it's me and Andy. And it's black. Like, there's no light. The only thing there is the strobes with the fire alarm.
Oh,
it's horrifying, dude.
No, absolutely shit yourself. Yeah, whatever lights you guys have on you, that's gonna be fucking.
So I turn on my helmet, and it's 95 degrees. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. I turn on my helmet light. We're in full gear. We have our packs on. We're obviously not masked up because there's no smoke, but we are in full gear, gloves. I got my pike pole Bonnie. We're walking through
I hope you have her at the low ready, just
absolutely.
to fucking stab something, just in case.
It's a 6-foot pike pole, dude. I always have that bitch ready. So we're down there. There's bats. There's snakes. It's so hot. We can't see. It's so creepy, dude, because the strobe light makes it worse.
Oh, yeah. That's like
for
it takes it to an 11.
So everywhere I look, my helmet light is where I see the light is where I see. I can't see stuff and my peripherals, just where I'm looking at, where my face is looking. So then we were almost halfway through, and then we're going through the caves and all that, and then we get to the boardwalk. So it's the wooden boardwalk. Yeah. And it's just water beneath it. And there's crocodiles, there's snakes, there's wallabies.
What are the odds that you had mentioned that and then you have to go into that? I bet you're fucking shit. Like, this is not how it goes out.
So nobody else is down there. It's just me and Andy. And then so the crew is like, hey, we think we found the detector upstairs. It's just a malfunction. We'll handle. So Andy looks at me and he's like, well, do we go back to where we started or the beginning? I said, I think we're probably in the middle. I haven't been in here forever. So then we're walking across it's quiet now because they silenced the alarm. And it's quiet now. We're walking across these boards. We hear shit flashing in the water. I'm almost scared to whip my head around and look. Yeah. And I tell Andy, he wasn't in the room. He was working out. I'm like, hey man, so this morning, and I told him the story about Sharknadoes and all that. Exactly what I said. I said, I'm not used to that. I'm used to squirrels, raccoons. He's like, why the fuck would you tell me that? He's like, why would you tell me that? So we're laughing, and I'm like, let's just get the fuck out of here, dude. It's dark. There's shit in the water. Yeah. So we fucking get out of there. When we go out of the exit, you got to walk all the way around the hill, up the hill to the truck. 95 degrees. It's way hotter than that in there, I think. It's a swamp, so just completely soaking wet. But we're like, Jesus Christ, that was fucking scary, man.
Yeah, pissing shit in your bunkers.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So then by the time we get back to the station, find out somebody went home, find out I'm acting on the truck, and then find out the press conference is about to drop in like 30 minutes. And the word on the street was it's bad, and they're gearing up for, they're putting task force together for fire and police to setting up staging areas downtown and in other areas, and they're getting ready. We thought the city had the potential to burn down. That building where the shooter was, they brought the National Guard to protect that building alone, and we didn't know what was going to happen, but we were ready. And I don't think anything bad happened that night other than the police beating the shit out of people and tear gassing them, but that's
their normal SOPs. So.
Yeah, that's normal SOP shit.
Dude, that is fucking hilarious. I just like, what the fuck, man? Because I'd been there. I forgot that that's where it was located. So like when you had said it, but when you said the bridge, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because I always get creeped out when all the lights are on and you're there with 100 other people and you still look at them. I always think of just like, what if like some little kid just decides to like jump in? It's like I always have that weird.
Oh my god.
What I feel like everybody does, because, you know, for as long as people have been around, alligators and crocodiles and all that have been here way longer, and so you just grow up with the fear of that. But even being in the middle of the country, you know, they're nowhere out in our natural wild. I still freak me out. So, yeah, just you guys, I could see it, man. You described it perfectly. The strobe light going, and it's like in my head, you know, you just got fucking Bonnie at the low, Bonnie, right?
Yeah, Bonnie. Yep.
Yeah, Bonnie at the low ready, and every time it flashes, your head just turns to one side, flashes just back at the other. Man, it's fucking like, what the fuck?
It was fucking
hilarious.
creepy, dude. It was creepy because it's already dark usually down there.
Yeah,
it was even darker because it wasn't open for the public. Only outside stuff was open.
Fuck.
So, yeah, it was almost pitch black except for the strobe and our flashlights. And there was not even a security guard, nobody with us. So we're walking around, and I just kept hearing the water, like tails moving around. And I'm sure they're looking at us like, look at these fucking guys.
Yeah, easy meal right there.
You guys are in the wrong fucking neighborhood.
Well, shouts out, man. You guys are some fucking real heroes to do that shit, man. I tell you, I just like got there. Nope, don't see shit. If it burns, it burns. Let's go.
Yeah. No, dude. You know, but you know, I was nervous. I don't like bats flying around. I don't like shit like that.
Yeah.
But if, in all honesty, I'll take that all day versus if there was a fire.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
I would do everything to let all those animals go. I don't give a shit. Snakes, crocodiles. I'm in the water. I'm trying to get them out. You know.
Yeah.
Thank God it didn't come to that. I would have got bit for sure.
If I could come out, just a fucking crocodile over your shoulder. I got this one.
We do. I don't know if I should say this on the podcast because we haven't done it yet, but we do have a plan, and it's called Operation Cauliflower, and it has to do with stealing a type of animal cub from that zoo, and allegedly. So I didn't say what kind of animal. So
right, we'll talk offline because I definitely need to hear Operation Cauliflower. For sure.
Operation Cauliflower is in effect.
I love the name.
Oh yeah, it's been going for like a few years. We just haven't been able to execute it. We're still working on plans.
Yeah, you definitely have to bring me in. I'll be an alibi for somebody, a fake alibi. You can
or a diversion or whatever.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
I haven't gone streaking in a while, so
that'd be great.
I got too many identifying marks, too many tattoos. People would be able to pick it out anywhere. You know, that's the worst part about getting tattoos, man. You got to make sure you're all like covered up and shit. Now, too easy to spot.
But you could just go Green Man and then cut out the pieces that matter, like get your D&Bs out, your nips, and then maybe your B-hole. But the rest is Green Man, and there's no way they're going to identify you from your butthole. I could, but most
but we're on the same side, so I ain't worried.
That's true. I ain't snitching. You know that.
Hell no.
You know that.
Oh, that's fucking great. Jesus, what a few weeks you've had, man.
That's it's been emotional for sure. You know.
Yeah.
With the protest what's going on in America, really emotional, up and down. We talked about it a lot at work. We talk about it with the boys because they don't watch the news.
Right.
Got to make sure that they're up on it. We want to get their opinion on stuff.
And they're aware,
talk about it a lot.
especially since, you know, I mean, they're minorities themselves as well.
For sure.
So, which I know you guys, they have already had that talk. Just by talking to them previously, you know, we've had them on the podcast and they had, you know, mentioned it before, like when they were younger and stuff. So,
yeah. So it's been really emotional, and then the heat. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's June. Like, come on. Let us have the windows open a little bit, you know?
Yeah, it's been crazy out there, man. I've been trying to, I've been picking up my run, and I've been trying to get anywhere from 6 to 10 miles in a week, which isn't too terribly bad, but most of the time when I go, it's right when I get off work, which has always been the hottest part of the day. And so it's just man, and I love the heat. I enjoy it a lot. Most people know, I work from home and I work in my basement, so I'm always cold anyway. So when I get out there and I just get to sweat and stuff like that, it's nice, you know. And so I just feel like I'm burning more heat off, burning just more fat off and stuff like that. Whether that's true or not, that's how I feel, and that's all that fucking matters. So
yeah.
But I drink water all day, every day, so I don't mind it too terribly much. Now, it is nice to, when I switch it up, tomorrow I'm planning on going for a longer run, and I'm going to, go first thing in the morning, so when it's cooler, just to see how, my times, compare for sure. Right. So, but, yeah, it's been, 90s. It's been fucking crazy, and we're in the,
I know, man.
middle of June or whatever, so.
It's going to be a long summer.
Yeah.
How much easier is it operating in hot temperatures like this? Being a skinny kid versus a fat kid, how much of a difference are we talking?
A lot. I mean, I always I'm not skinny for sure, but I'm skinnier. But I always loved summer over. If you're gonna make me pick, I'll take 90 degrees over 0 degrees. It's 10 out of 10 times. I'll take summer over winter 10 out of 10 times, 100%. And so I never mind sweating, but I do sweat a lot less now that I'm 63 pounds.
Right.
Skinnier, so, but yeah, man, it's crazy. It's fucking insane. It's just nice to be able to do stuff and go out there and not really have to worry about all the major sweat stains and stuff like that. At least for an hour longer, get to put it off for a little bit longer.
Do you do less safety wipes?
Probably, yeah. I would say so. There's not as much ass there. I mean, I got a fat ass, so there's already a number of safety wipes that are done just as part of my own personal SOPs. So, but yeah, I mean, I feel maybe it's not less. There's just a lot less during the safety wipes, if you know what I mean.
Okay, I got you. I hear you knocking.
Yeah. What about you? Are you a summer guy?
No, I'm a fall guy, dude.
Everybody's fall, of course. I'm just talking about.
But I mean, if I had to go between 0 and 90, that's tough, man.
Really, it's not even a question for me.
Yeah, see, for me, I lean more towards the cold because you could bundle up. You know what I mean? You could you could do hand warmers where if it's 100 degrees, you could die, Yeah,
I mean, I get that, but I'd still rather just for me, it's because that's all I think about when it's cold. It's just it's cold, it's cold. Yeah, you can bundle up and stuff, but it still makes doing shit outside horrible for me. You know what I mean? It makes stuff more difficult because you do have to be bundled up. Where I mean, you can only get so cool, but then you could go back in and cool down at some point. Where I know you can always go in and warm up. It's for me, it does not bother me.
Okay.
I just can deal with it.
Yeah, I'm better in the cold than I am in the heat. And then when it comes to work, even then, it's tough because we have to wear a bunch of gear. So it's obviously better to be colder out.
Right.
If it's 100 degrees out and then you have 60 pounds of gear on that doesn't breathe, then you can't really do anything other than take more breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Go to rehab and then take you've been there. So it's, but then in the winter, then it's harder too because shit turns to ice because you're using water, and then it's just shitty either way,
Right. I always just find that conversation so interesting because it's just crazy, how people feel. My two brothers, winter for sure. They absolutely love it. They love the cold, and I get it. I get the appeal. I understand why people like it more. It's just again, this my hatred of pickles. It's just my body just fucking just has a physical distaste for pickles, and I physically just hate the fucking cold. I hate it.
Yeah.
And what a time, man! Crazy ass shit. I know you. Was there anything else that you had before? Because I wanted to kind of jump into Netflix here really quick. We're coming up on the hour.
Let's definitely get to that, man.
Okay, because I know you said that you have you started up Community, right?
Yes.
Yeah, where are you in it?
I'm on season 2, halfway through season 2.
Oh, dude, how are you enjoying it?
I'm in love with it, man.
Dude, I knew you would be.
Yeah, I'm in love with it.
I knew you would be. I finished season 5 a couple days ago. I watched season 5 in like a week because there's only 13 episodes.
Okay.
And so I have
and
one
six,
season.
6 total?
6 total, yep.
Okay.
Now, I do want to warn you that season 4 takes a hard pivot.
Okay.
It's fantastic. It's one of my. It's still a great season. It is like they have some great episodes in there, but they get a different showrunner. So like when it was airing, they had a different showrunner. So the way that it's filmed changes, and so like the first episode of season 4, you're like, what? And then you kind of get like what they're doing. But if it, for whatever reason, if it does put you off, just trust me, stick with it. I don't know if it will. And if you already love the show, you're going to, you'll for sure see it out. But it is just like a weird, like hard pivot.
Okay.
But like I said, still great. The characters are great. The storyline, but yeah, absolutely phenomenal. One of my top comedies of all time. And I haven't even finished the last season. It is that. I enjoy it that much.
Yeah, it didn't take me long to fall in love with the dude. You know what I mean? I took a couple episodes and I liked it right away. I like all the characters in there, and then after close to the end of season 1, I'm like, I fucking love this show. So I was hitting it pretty hard. Yeah. And then during my set, like I said, it was a long set. I wasn't doing a lot of Community, and then now that I'm on my set of days off, I'm back to watching. And when we were back from the ranch, plus I was in isolation mode.
Right.
So I couldn't go anywhere for a couple of days.
Yeah, it's nice since they're the 20-minute episodes. It's nice to rock them out.
Oh, yeah, you can rock through them.
Yeah,
so we've been watching that. I've been watching that solo, and then me and Cam, we're still on Dexter, and we just finished season 6 last night.
Oh, man, yeah. I think you guys were in season 4, like last time we talked. So, yeah, you guys
we've been crushing them. Season 6 was the one with Baby Hanks in it.
No, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Tom Hanks' kid, Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just season finale, season 6 last night.
Yeah, so how are you enjoying it still?
I like it. I like Dexter.
Yeah.
So I still like it. I was on
8 seasons, right?
Yep, 8 seasons. So I was on Twitter the other night, and LP from Run the Jewels was asking people about Dexter. And I looked at the comments, and all of them were like, stop watching after season 4. Season 4 is the best episode. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I heard that before I even started watching it.
Right.
But that's the one with John Lithgow and the Triad, whatever killer. And that wasn't even my favorite episode. My favorite season was season 3 so far with Jimmy Smits, Miguel, the DA that was helping Dexter kill people. That to me was better than season 4.
Okay.
But I think most of the people commenting probably watched it years ago, so it's easy to remember Lithgow, but because he's tremendous in everything he does. But to me, the end of season 4 just got weird because they kept like kidnapping each other and fucking it up, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like just fucking kill one. I don't give a shit who does it. Somebody fucking.
Right.
It got too dumb for me, but John Lithgow crushed it. But season 5 I thought was good, and then season 6 I thought was good with Tom Hanks and Colin Hanks and Edward James Olmos. So
yeah,
we're gonna finish it.
I'm glad you're still enjoying it. Yeah, I can't wait to hear your final review. Like once you finish, finish the whole series.
Yeah, I know, and I know you said that, and I will. And I haven't looked ahead. I don't know what's going to happen.
Good.
I know a lot of people in the comments of the tweet from LP last night that said the ending was awful. So I'll be the judge of that. And then I know a lot of people are never happy with the way shows end.
Right.
Like Breaking Bad.
Yeah. For sure. To hit back to Community, right now, since you're halfway through season 2, there's a question I wanted to ask you. Who's your favorite character?
That's tough.
Do you have one?
I like Abed. I know you were talking about there's a bromance. I think Troy and Abed, I love them together. It's my favorite character.
The best. This is fucking best, man.
And then Jeff Winger is he's got to be one of the favorites. So
yeah, that's
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Who's hotter, Annie or Britta?
Ooh, they both have their they both switch on and off for me too, because I think like right now, like I'm in season 5, so I think like I'm more like as far as who I think hotter, I would say right now is probably Annie.
Okay.
But if I like overall probably, and I think I just like her character a little bit more because she does some like weird, like funny shit. That's just like some of the shit that she does. But pure looks, that's what we're going to do on Nasty and Friends. You're just going to look and break them down to how they look, because that's what we always do. So,
that's the most important thing you can talk about.
Yeah, of course that's what you do. Why did you even question it? That's what you guys
all
do
that
every
matters.
episode.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
I would probably say Annie, but I mean, either one. It could go back and forth, but if I had to choose, I would say Annie at this point for me.
Okay.
You?
I think it's the same thing. I've been thinking about it for weeks now. I don't know. It's tough. For me, it's same. It switches off and on. I would probably say Britta though, just because of her character.
Yeah.
It's
so fucking great, man. The character development on it and all the shit that they do is good. I can't wait to see how it ends. Like I got 13 episodes, and then after that, I got F is for Family. And
hell yeah.
that's like I think 10 episodes, and then I'll probably jump into Money Heist. But I'll probably start up season 6 tonight, depending on. I know JPEG's still like she's never seen The Office, so we're going through that. We're getting towards the end of season 7, so we're gonna hopefully maybe finish season 7 tonight. I don't know if we will, but hopefully within the next like week or so we'll get that done, and then continue on with that. But yeah, man, I'm pumped, man. I love that show. I definitely don't want to see it come to an end, but hopefully they do it well, and which I'm sure they probably will. They haven't disappointed me yet, to this point. So yeah, we since we're in between seasons, I really want to watch the King of Staten Island with Pete Davidson. Yeah, Bill Burr, Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, dude. And I love Marissa Tomei. And Bill Burr for different reasons, but we might try to watch that tonight, or we might start an episode of Dexter. So
hell yeah, that's fucking great, man.
Yeah, but after Dexter, I got to come up with a plan. I know we got 2 seasons left, so it'll take a little while to finish. It's 24 hours really, so it's gonna take a while. But I got to come up with a backup plan for when that's over, because it always like the show hole.
Yeah, it's the worst. I know like Space Force came out, but I haven't like heard or really seen anything about it. I haven't heard good things, but I haven't heard bad things yet about it either. It's on my list, and I mean the idea of it's like pretty cool, and everybody in it looks great, but I like watched the trailer and it just didn't like pull me in, so I just been kind of waiting until I know somebody who watches it to like, whether tell me, and if I do get to it, it's for sure going to be down the line if I get to it, but it's just weird. I feel like, and obviously there's a lot going on in the country, so that could be why, but I know a lot of people are home, but you usually still see somebody on some social media say something about it, and I don't even feel like I've seen like one tweet, like other than that it dropped, and that was it,
Yeah, I saw something, but it was from critics, and they said it was shitty, like right after it dropped or right before it dropped, and I don't ever trust the critics, I trust audience.
Yeah,
something like that. I got to find somebody who watched
heard about it.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
Yeah, dude.
Crazy shit, man. Well, we are like at that hour, so is there anything else that you want to do before we do our shout out and fuck yous and get out of here? Yeah, I want to see what you felt about the Dave Chappelle stand up. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, you know me. Like for one, Chappelle's one of the goats, so it was great, and I just love everything about comedy, as I've said a million times. And even when people are working on sets, like he hadn't been on stage in 87 days.
87 days or something.
So even it's not going to be good. He has his book up there; it's not polished. I love that stuff. I love seeing that stuff, and just to see like what his opinion is on just anything, just in general, because he's one of my favorite comedians. He's like very an interesting person. So, and of course, there's not going to be as many like jokes in there, but like he did fucking make me legit laugh out loud a bunch, like a handful of times during it. It's only 26 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
It
might be long. I think it might be longer, but yeah, it's right around there.
Yeah, it was absolutely. I don't think nobody knew it was coming out. I just happened to. G woke me up like at 5:30 in the morning, and so I just happened to get up and like made a cup of coffee. I was just scrolling through Twitter, and I saw Netflix as a joke retweeted it. So I was like, oh, what's this? I'm like, oh fuck. So yeah, I just watched it right then and there, man. It was fantastic. What about you?
Oh, same thing. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what the title meant, the 846.
Yeah,
and then,
I didn't either.
And then I knew it was going to be different, I think, by his posture and everything. And I knew since, like, you know, anybody that does stand up, they always talk about how important it is to, especially working on a special. I mean, you're up there every night, and just doing stand-up comedy, to be efficient, you have to be up there every night to get the timing and everything. So I knew this was going to be different. But I know, I mean, Dave Chappelle, like you said, he's one of the GOATs. And I think he's unique that even if he's just talking or riffing or whatever, he's got that delivery. He's incredible, man. I was watching it, and he starts talking about the earthquake, you know, and he's such a good fucking storyteller. And you just get sucked in, and then next thing you know, he's standing up, and he's so emotional. He's almost yelling. I'm like, holy shit! Like, it was so deep. It was so deep.
I mean, comics need that, man. I mean, this is the longest any comic has ever taken off. You listen to a ton of podcasts like I do and listen to mainly comedians. They're like, you know, this is the longest I've been off stage since I started. Like, nobody's gone that long. People just missed it, and it's going to be rusty. I mean, you can't take more than a couple days off without having like a little bit of rust. The fact that you go 87 days, it's at, Rogan had talked about Chappelle doing this place in Ohio. It's a wedding venue that people get married at because he's got to follow state guidelines for, you know, COVID. Like, everybody's wearing masks, everybody's getting a temperature check, 6 feet apart, and all that stuff. Rose said he might end up, you know, going there and doing like a show with them and stuff. So like I knew he was doing shows there, but I didn't know if like one was going to be recorded and put up. So it was just cool to see like how it was being done. So I had already like known like where he was doing it. So get up there after that long and get up there and talk about like the most important shit that's going on in the entire world right now. I mean, because of what happened here, there's riots all over the world, as we talked about earlier, because of this. So to get his take on it, you know, as an African American in the United States, and everybody always looks to see what he says, regardless, anyway. So,
and he talks about, and he always gets deep with shit. He's always talked about that. And, he's got, I mean, respect. He's a leader, you know, whether he acknowledges or not. I mean, he's a leader. Yeah.
I can't, like you had told me he was great. I know Spencer had texted me and said that Chappelle's a national treasure and he should be like protected at all costs. I was like, I couldn't agree more, man. Like, that's like, I love to get the pulse of like what's going on just through like comedians and get their takes on it. And, you know, like, it's absolutely fantastic. He's great. And I know a couple of years ago he had that two specials that dropped, and one was that big arena show in like Austin or whatever, and the other one was like in the belly room of the Comedy Store, where he's just working stuff out. So like just the different paces of it. So just to see, you know, that from one of the all-time, if not the all-time greats, depending on who you ask, is just great, man. It's important to this time in history, I think. I believe.
For 100%. Sure. Yeah, man, I thought it was wonderful. I want to watch it again. And I thought it was tremendous.
So smooth, man. He's just like his outfit. I also like, I don't know if you noticed, but it like took him forever to get that cigarette lit, which is also making me laugh. Like, listen to what he's saying, but like there's a time where you can tell he like puffed on it and he like realized that he hadn't lit it yet. Even that shit was like cracking me up.
I noticed that too, man. Oh man,
so fucking good. So good. I know there's some more stand-ups coming out. Eric Andre has one coming out this month, I believe.
He does. I
George
think the 24th.
Lopez, I think, has one coming out the end of this month. So those will be good to watch. I know there's some other ones that had dropped on Amazon. There's just so much out there, but just trying to think of some names that I've seen out here recently. But there's going to be a time to come where there's going to be no comedy specials dropped for a while.
I don't think I love Eric Andre. I love his style, the TV show he had, and just his goofy personality. He was great on I almost said Epic Mealtime, First Week Feast. But I don't know if I've ever seen his stand-up, so I'm interested.
Yeah, I don't know his stand-up style. I've never seen it either, so like I'm very interested in it just to see like what his style is, if it's as crazy as he is.
It's got to be really goofy and crazy because that's his style, you know. But I love that
what
guy,
if he just like goes up there and he just stands? He doesn't take the microphone out. He just stands there the whole time. But like what he delivers is just like precise, like samurai sharp. You know what I mean? It's just fucking killer. And that's what like how crazy that would be so funny. I don't think it's. I think I try never to watch like trailers for comedy specials because I just don't want to know what the material is.
No, me neither.
But I think just like if it's on Twitter, I see it. But I think I saw him like running, jumping around. So I'm pretty pumped for it for sure.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of trailers in general. Just because a lot of trailers are like 2.5 minutes long now, and I got a bad memory though. That's a good thing. So if I watch a trailer and then 2 months later watch the movie, I forgot what the trailer was. But I still don't. I don't like. But like. There's a couple, like the Top Gun trailer that was supposed to come out this summer. I've watched that. We've watched that at work like 3 times, dude. We all get hyped up and fucking turn the volume up all the way. Sometimes I get hyped about trailers, but for the most part, I'm like, nah, it's either good or not. I'm going to see it anyway. I don't want anything ruined. I'll watch it. So
no doubt. That's fucking great.
What do you think, dude? Shut this shit down?
Yeah, I think shut this shit down, man. I'm telling you right now, this is my favorite quarantine calls that we've had. I can't. That's not even close. Like you were, like when you told me you went into the kingdom where the alligators were, I'm like, it's my favorite quarantine calls we've done. Like, dude, that fucking story. I can't wait. I'll probably listen to it back, like, because I'm gonna try to edit it and get it up tonight. I'll probably just listen to the story again because it fucking cracks me up.
Dude, it was probably good. It probably cut the tension for us at the time. It was scary, but I mean we're used to being scared, and but it was something to laugh about, and it was something interesting that doesn't happen every day.
Right.
In the middle of what was going on with the city, and then the press conference about to come out, and we didn't know what to expect. I think that was good for us. Other than we. Walking around in 100 degrees with all our gear on for 30 minutes. I remember, and then I think we were making back-to-back runs that day. I missed the press conference. We didn't even see it because we were making runs back-to-back, and I'm sweating and trying to drink water and preparing. And then I'm like, okay, you're the truck captain now. I'm like, okay. So then I'm doing reports all day, and I think the zoo call was like the best thing that happened that day, even though it was horrifying.
Oh, that's so great, man. Plus, it's also like I love seeing glitches in the Matrix where you talked about it and then it happened. Like absolutely love shit like that. So
did I was gonna send you a video, but I don't think I did, or maybe I did. It was from Big Think. It's a YouTube channel I subscribe to.
Mm-hmm. You had sent me a video from there before, but I don't remember. They
had one about 2 weeks ago, and it was about whether a simulation is a possibility. And
yes, you did.
I did send you that? Okay.
Yep.
I thought I did, but I couldn't. Yeah. But yeah, that's just weird. Like, I don't ever talk about alligators and shit. And then, boom, didn't expect to see an alligator until like the next time I was in Florida or some shit.
Yeah.
And then 2 hours later, I'm in a room with them and I can't see them. I could just hear them in the water.
And you know they could fucking definitely see you.
Yeah, for sure.
Without a doubt. Oh, fuck, it's giving me the creeps just thinking about it.
Oh man.
Oh, so great. Yeah. So like we could do our shout out fuck yous. Do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Oh, I'll go first, dude.
Yeah.
I'll set it off.
Yeah, for sure.
So I want to say, I got to say fuck Trump just because he's the fucking worst imaginable person I could think of. He's just a shit person. I wish he was a better person. I keep thinking maybe he'll do right or get better. Like, I don't understand. First, I want to say I don't understand why saying Black Lives Matter is controversial at all.
Right.
It should be like, yeah, no, we agree with that. There's no problem. Let's no, like he will never say that. He's a shit person. He's racist. I hate him. Usually it's just fuck you. I just can't stand this motherfucker. We have to vote and we have to get him the fuck out of there. And then I want to say fuck the movie The Lighthouse. Worst movie I've seen in fucking years. The reviews, Rotten Tomatoes, like I rarely go off of the critic score. I go off of the audience score. I think for both, it was in like the 80s. It was really high. It's a black and white film with Willem Dafoe, and then the other dude, I forgot his name. But it's supposed to be really good. We watched it at work. We were pissed. That's how shitty it was. It was fucking terrible. We roasted it for about half an hour afterwards, which is good. It's fucking terrible. Fuck the lighthouse. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. I know some people are like, oh, it's fun. We could make fun of it. It's that bad. Don't even fucking waste your time.
It's not even fun bad.
It's fucking that bad. My shouts out are Dave Chappelle, to you, and to Bubba Wallace, the NASCAR driver.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, dude, that's fucking great, man, for sure. Thanks for the shout out. I appreciate it. So I got some. I want to give shouts out to my Uncle Frank. Today, he's like in his 50s, and he caught the biggest fish he's ever caught. He caught a grass carp that weighed in at 49.5 pounds. And he caught it at his and his dad, my grandpa's lake in West Nile. You've been there.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, he caught it out of West Nile. He was fishing for a bunch of bluegill. Like I said, it was 49.5 pounds, and he caught it on 17-pound test line. It took him 25 minutes to reel it in. I'll send you the picture once we're done here.
Yeah, because I follow him on Twitter, but I haven't seen it on there. Maybe he didn't post it yet.
Yeah, he doesn't usually, but yeah, he just sent it to us. We're in a big group text, and he's like, I just caught the biggest fish in my life. And he was out there when he was doing it, so the picture was taken forever. So Vito's like, I think this is an alley-oop for a joke, because the group that we're in is just like it's like a meme group, you know? Yeah. And so we're like, oh, he's like, I was expecting a small fish or some weird meme, and then he fucking
or like a dick or something.
Yeah, that picture came through. I was like, holy fuck! So major shout out to him, man. 50 years old, you got the biggest fish of your life for 50 plus. Dude, that's fucking great, man. I love
that's awesome.
Like that.
Yeah, shouts out, Frank.
Yeah, shouts out to the Ninja Foodie. Shouts out to the Niobrara, because I fucking love that place,
it's beautiful, man.
It's fantastic.
Dude, and real quick, we got lucky because the day before it was real windy and I think rainy. And then the day we left, the next day, it was like 30-mile-per-hour winds. It had rained 2 inches overnight. It was raining.
Damn.
The day we went down the Niobrara, it was beautiful. It was like 85 degrees.
Oh, it's like a perfect day. I saw the pictures, man. It looked beautiful. Partly
cloudy. It was perfect day.
Fuck yeah. Dude, perfect. That's all I have for shouts out. My fuck yous for Quarantine Call 6 is to that bitch Rona, of course.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you know why, because this is the worst. And then, man, fuck you, alligators, you creepy fucks. Like, you can't be taking out my man like that. I know you're eyeballing that juicy brown meat, because I do all the time when I'm there. Leave him alone. He's ours, goddammit. Nasty Chris needs him. He carries this motherfucking podcast. This is why we're here. We're here for his stories and me to talk over him. You guys remember, stay safe, wash your ass. Don't be a dick. Night, sluts.
Motherfucker, yeah.